Premium certified HDMI cables at a budget price? Let me tell you about them. Dave Taylor here, and this time I'm talking about HDMI cables. I know, not super glamorous, but it turns out that these little data cables take a lot of data, and there's a lot of variety in how much these cables can handle. So HDMI.org, the organization that actually manages the high definition multimedia interface that manages all of that, they actually have a certification process. The problem is, to get certified high-speed HDMI cables generally runs a lot of money, and if you're looking for ones with gold connectors and everything, it can be ridiculously expensive to cable up your new home theater. And if you want to go to 4K UHD or something, boy, you're spending some money on cables. Until now, until Tidal Force. That's what these are. These are premium certified HDMI cables from Tidal Force, and you'll be pretty astonished at how inexpensive they are. So let me tell you a little bit. HDMI is currently standard is 2.0, and HDMI 2.1 is coming out in the third quarter of 2017, and that's going to have even more demands on the cables, even more need for high throughput, and that's going to really be critical. So even now, you know, a really good HDMI cable can handle the data and Ethernet. And so let's talk about these. These are the Tidal Force. This is the longest of the three. They have 1 meter, 2 meter, and 3 meter. And of course, I went for the 3 meter because you never know where you need it. And it's a pretty thick cable, but it's so well designed. They have 24-karat gold-plated connectors, and the actual connection housing is actually an EMI shielded plug. And then the cable themselves, the cables are actually triple-layer shielded cables. So all of this adds up to very little noise, very little crosstalk or interference, which means that even for a highly demanding, even if you have a 3D TV, you might be one of the few, you know, all of that data can actually pass down these cables without any problems, even at a 10-foot long cable. It's a pretty long cable. So, you know, Tidal Force has done a really great job of getting these all certified, and this will support 2160p. You can use 18 gigabytes per second. That's a crazy lot of data. Or 4K ultra high definition UHD. It'll work with that. In fact, here, let me show you. Here's a quick example of me using this cable with actually a 4K TV. Easy enough. Now, before we go any further, can I ask that you click the subscribe button so we can talk again? Excellent, thank you. Now, I've been talking about all this stuff about these cables and all their capabilities, and you're saying, all right, dude, how much? And the answer is, if you're looking for the 1 meter cable, it's, ready for this? $14.99. 2 meters, which is about 6.5 feet, 2 meters are $19.99, and this 3 meter cable is way less than anything you're going to bump into that's also certified. And this one runs $29.99 for a 3 meter, 10-foot cable with all the characteristics that I've said. What a great deal. Honestly, thank you. I really appreciate that Tidal Force has come out and actually said we can do really good certified high-speed HDMI cables with good quality hardware and not charge you a ton of money. I mean, honestly, I've seen cables for $60, $70, $80, and that's just whack. You know, so these will give you all the same characteristics and all the same features and capabilities at a fraction of that price. So you can learn more at tidalforceproducts.com. This is Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.